Dreadmyst is a new retro isometric MMO that's totally free and has no cash shop. Somehow, it came out of nowhere as one of the most talked about MMOs of 2026. Have you ever wondered what an MMO would look like if graphics didn't matter and if cash shops and battle passes would have never been developed? This is Dreadmyst, a brand new indie MMO made almost entirely by one developer, completely free with zero monetization. It just exploded on Steam and it has the entire MMO scene arguing about whether it's the future of the genre or a disaster waiting to happen. Let's break down what this game actually is, why people love it, and why there is already drama about it. Dreadmyst is an isometric tap-target MMORPG that looks like a mix between classic Diablo and old-school Ultima Online. It launched on Steam in early 2026 and it hit several thousands concurrent players quickly. The game is built as a passion project by essentially a solo developer. And the twist? There is no box price, no subscription, no microtransactions. And the developer claims there are no plans to ever monetize the game. So it's meant to be a non-profit MMO experiment. In Dreadmyst you choose from 4 classic classes: Paladin, Mage, Ranger and Cleric. Each of them fills a traditional tank, healer or damage role. Combat is tap target and ability based. The game has a very strong focus on group play and small scale PvP. The progression is very grindy. You farm mobs and dungeons and then invest the experience points into individual skills or stats. While distributing these points you have complete freedom, so it is a very flexible system. But gameplay wise there is nothing new. We've already seen questing, dungeons, PvP and so on. So why is everyone talking about Dreadmyst? First, the truly free-to-play angle is a huge part of the hype. In a time where every MMO wants to sell you cosmetics, boosts and a season pass, a game that just says, here's the client, go play, no strings attached. This stands out immediately. Second, it's leaning hard into nostalgia. You talk to NPCs and you form groups manually, there is no LFG tool. This combined with the graphics makes it feel like in the early 2000s again. And third, the word of mouth has been strong with this one. Players praise the responsive combat, the satisfying loot treadmill and the feeling that you're playing something made by a person and not a corporate monetization department. If you combine all of that with the dire state MMOs are currently in, you have the perfect refuge for tired MMO players. Now let's get to the drama. Despite all the praise, Dreadmyst is far from perfect. The launch has been very rough, with server issues and a clunky UI. And there is still the big question lingering. How is a one-person, non-monetized MMO supposed to sustain development and maintenance in the long run? In response to the criticism, he has actually released large parts of the client code to the public to show how the game is put together, while keeping the server code private to prevent private servers. So why should you care about Dreadmyst? Right now, Dreadmyst feels like a live experiment. An uncompromising, grindy and group-focused MMO that rejects monetization entirely. Delivered by a really tiny team, pushed into the wild to see if players will keep it alive. If you're tired of modern theme park MMOs and just want to dive into dungeons, tweak builds for hours and not think about a cash shop trying to sell you something, then it's definitely worth a try. But with all the technical issues, limited content and ongoing controversy, it's also a massive question mark for its long-term perspective. So the real question isn't just, what is Dreadmyst? It's rather, can a game like this actually survive in 2026 without ever asking its players for any money? But even if the future is still uncertain, it has already shaken the MMO genre out of nowhere. And I already had tons of fun playing it.